Most of these players are living in one hotel. All of them, all 10 teams, they're living under one roof. But I'm here for it. We love football so much in this country. I do think you can get another league.
These are good young players that didn't make it in the pros that have a chance now to show you, hey, we can play football.
They're gearing this league towards offense. You can go for 3.
I love that.
So you're never out of the game. So another crack at spring football happening tomorrow on Fox and NBC. Fox and NBC are broadcasting the same game. It's going to be Birmingham versus New Jersey. And it's the USFL, the old United States Football League. And it begins tomorrow. So Fox and NBC are partners in this league.
Peacock.
They're going to have the same, they're going to broadcast the same game, but with their own announcers tomorrow. So that's a pretty cool thing. Why is this league going to last beyond this year? Because it's something that no football league has been able to do in the last 30 years.
Is it Shea Patterson?
No, it's not.
Okay.
This
is it Paxton Lynch?
No, it's not. But it is about money. Okay? I think the big kind of sticking your nose up at this league right now is because all of the games will be played in Birmingham, Alabama. That is exactly why I believe this will get to a year 2. Because you only have one stadium to turn the lights on for. 2 stadiums in one place. You only have one location to turn the lights on. You only have one place to kind of fill everything about your operation. All your cameras are in one location. You don't have 8 different venues that you need to outfit with cameras. You don't have 8 different venues where you're worried about paying all these different employees.
Travel costs.
Right. Everything like that. Because financial sustainability is the one and the only reason why these leagues have failed, whether it's the AAFL or whatever, the XFL, which is going to get another crack at it with The Rock coming up. I just think that this league is being financially responsible to try to get to year 2. Most of these players are living in one hotel. All of them, all 10 teams, they're living under one roof. I mean, this is not a situation where it's spread all over. And ultimately, that's where it wants to go. But I'm here for it. We love football so much in this country. I do think you can get another league. I do think this has a chance of working. And more often than not, the reason why it has a chance to work is because they're being financially responsible at the start of the league.
Yeah, how do you think it's going to fare against NBA playoffs, though? Because that's interesting. You know, you're starting off against the first week of NBA playoffs, and obviously football and basketball
ratings for
fans.
the NBA are a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a disaster.
Well, they improved last playoffs.
Yeah, sure.
2 years ago, it was
because
an
it's
absolute
so bad.
Yeah, 2 years ago, there was nowhere to go but up, right?
Right.
So that's interesting that you're going to start off head-to-head against an established league. But, yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, I've watched those other leagues. I even watched the fan control league that they tried, last year. Not great football, but you could see something there. And what I like about the USFL is they have guys like Jeff Fisher, which is our head coach.
Come on. Right?
And, that's an established guy that I can look to and be like, all right, this is legit. It's not some dude that failed out of college and they're just trying to give him a job. And no, these are professional coaches who have succeeded at the NFL level. So they're going to coach up these guys to actually be playing a decent game. And as long as the product's okay and the money's behind it, this will last forever.
Listen.
Nice hat.
Thank you.
Look at that hat.
Panthers. Thank you.
Is that a new hat or have you had that?
No,
new
it's
hat.
brand
Just
new.
got it to us today.
Brand new. 1982, when the league started. You're looking at its number 1 fan. Hands down. I know everything about that league. This league isn't that league. The only thing this league has that league had are the names and the logos of the teams. And they look great. And it's going to be a nice product to look at. And you know what? They have pros doing these games. You got Kevin Kugler. You got Kurt Menefee. You got a bunch of other guys. Put up those NBC announcers there, Alex, when you get a minute. These guys are going to do it professionally. You have real pros running this league. You got Peacock Network. They need stuff to put on. Remember when ESPN started, you guys weren't born yet. They would put anything on. Bull riding. They would put on Alex's favorite, disc golf.
Now it's on the Ocho.
Yeah, they put anything on. People, you need stuff to watch. There's not a lot of baseball fans out there anymore. There's no more of me out there. I watch baseball every day for the rest of my life. You guys won't. This football league, it can work, and it can work in the spring. Had Donald Trump not tried to infiltrate into the NFL in 1985, this USFL league would have given the NFL a great run for its money, and it would have stayed alive.
Explain that, because I'm not familiar. What the hell did Trump do?
Yeah, there is a documentary about
Yes.
it. If
It's
you
called
watch
Small Potatoes.
Small Potatoes, the 30 for 30 documentary. Now, whether you're a fan of Trump or not,
This has nothing to do with
this
it.
is a politic
This has
conversation.
nothing to do with a political discussion
Nothing.
at all. He basically ruined the league.
He bought the New Jersey Generals from a guy that was running out of money. So he wanted to take the Generals. Once he got them, he's like, here's my ticket to the NFL. He tells the other owners, the other 11 owners, let's go to the fall. They say, no way, Donald. We're staying in the spring. We know where we have to be. And they were having great players from the NFL playing in the USFL. Trump comes in. He wants to get into the NFL. He thinks it's his ticket. What he does is he sues the NFL. Antitrust. Guess what? The USFL won. They beat the NFL in court, and court offered them
$1
for each season.
That's
$2 they got.
$2.
$2.
And
They
I don't
actually
think that
proved-
check has actually ever
Yep.
been cashed.
They actually proved the NFL is a monopoly, and they had antitrust against them. Yet they lost, and they suffered, and they never made it to the fall because everything fell apart.
Yep.
And there you have it. Reggie White left Memphis. He goes to the NFL. Steve Young leaves. Go on and on. Jim Kelly.
Herschel Walker.
Brian Sipe. Doug Flutie. Go on and on and on. That league would have made it. This league has nothing to do with that. These are good young players that didn't make it in the pros that have a chance now to show you, hey, we could play football. I was an XFL fan the second time around.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
gonna give this everything
And
I got.
I think the XFL league second time around,
They did a
I
great
do
job.
think that would have lasted
It would've.
if it wasn't for the pandemic.
It
The
would've.
pandemic shut that league down. Now, again, just before people freak out, the reason why Donald Trump ruined the league has nothing to do with political.
Nothing.
It's because he tried to compete and go up against the NFL.
He wanted to get an owner.
Instead of knowing that league's place is spring football and kind of just leaving it alone with that, and that's just a fact. You can't argue that.
That's a look back. And Jeff Perlman, who we
So
had on
what-
about a month
Matt,
ago,
let
wrote
me
a
ask
great
you
book
Thank you,
on
because
it.
I didn't know that whole story.
Yeah.
So thank
Yeah.
you for the
It's
education,
a
Maz.
great league.
Maz,
Okay.
let me ask you about that. You constantly say that this league is not that league. Why?
It's not.
Is it because they don't have that NFL
Of
caliber
course.
players?
Of course, they don't.
Yeah,
They're not taking players from the NFL.
because back then in the early 80s, 82, 83, it was a situation where guys like Herschel Walker, Steve Young, Reggie White, they were choosing to play in the
Correct.
USFL over the NFL.
At the time, the NFL wouldn't let juniors play in the league. USFL says, hey, Hirsch, you want to play?
We'll pay you.
We'll pay you. He's the first guy to break over as a junior. Marcus Dupree, phenomenal running back for Oklahoma. One of the great running backs,
Yeah.
got hurt. USFL. You go on
Do
and
you
on.
think the USFL takes another playbook out of that and starts letting like freshmen come out of college and play? Because that's
They might.
There you go, buddy.
Like, and that's how you get
There
those
you go.
talents. The kids
NIL
Yep.
versus USFL.
Yep.
Let's see who's got more money. Let's see.
That's not a bad thought
Mm-hmm.
at all. The only thing about that is I don't know if a network like Fox would want to compete against itself, right? Because they want to make sure their college game is very strong, right? So
Hey, man, everything has changed now.
no doubt.
I mean,
no doubt.
the horse is out of the
Right.
cart. It is over. We don't even know what college football is going to look like.
No,
you have no idea.
We certainly don't. Another part about this league is offense. They're gearing this league towards offense. You can go for 3 if you choose to after a touchdown. So after you score a touchdown, you can go for 1, 2, or 3.
I like that.
You can go for a kick, regular kick. You can go for 2 from the 2, or you could go for 3 from the 12-yard line.
I love that.
So you're never out of the game, right? I mean, you're never out of the game. You could be down 9 points in the fourth quarter. You could be down 18 points in the fourth quarter, and you're really never out of it.
The NFL also took the 2-point play from the USFL. They didn't have it before. USFL had it. They took it. They also took the referee challenges. The USFL used to have those back in the day. They did a lot.
Yeah.
This new league, Fox is going to put a chip in the football.
I love that.
It's going to glow as the ball is going over the goal line. So you're going to tell if there's a touchdown or not right from that.
So
Remember the Fox
this
puck
from Mike
for hockey?
Of course, I have one.
So this is from Mike McCarthy. The league will experiment with a football that glows when it reaches the goal line, according to Daryl Johnson. Moose Johnson is the executive vice president of this league, by the way. During game telecasts, viewers often can't see the ball under the pile of bodies at the goal line, noted Johnson during a Monday appearance on Fox News. An illuminated ball could help that. I mean, there are, if you look at what the NFL took from the XFL broadcasts originally, they mic'd up players first.
Oh,
the
and
XFL.
and the motion cam.
And everything kind of followed, the NFL followed the XFL. I think this league has legs.
Listen, how about the umpires in baseball? Now they are talking to the audience. Who started that? The XFL started that. And the NFL will pick that up.
I love it. Well, I'm looking forward to some more football. I can't get enough football.
Give it a shot.
And I'm already, missing football,
Right.
I know the draft is coming up, but I just want to see people hitting each other.
I want them to trim the season down. I want them to streamline it a little bit. I think they're playing, and don't ask me how many games, but whatever games they're playing, I think they're playing too many.
Who? The
USFL.
Whatever games they're playing.
It's a 10-week league.
It is. It's 10 weeks. Okay, I can do that.
It's a 10-week league with the 2-week playoff.
Okay, so 12 weeks.
So 12 total weeks, start to
April,
finish.
May, June. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Get you to July 4th.
I dig it.
Right? I mean,
now, I went to the final USFL championship game at Giant Stadium. The Oakland Invaders and the Baltimore Stars. Stars won that game in a rainy Meadowland.